All right, welcome everybody. Today on the Vision Tech channel, we have the DSLR Learning Curve by Joshua DeAndre, and this was a project that I wanted to tackle for such a long time, but was really afraid, and I didn't know where to start with a DSLR camera. And this would be a good idea for people to watch if they want to have an understanding on how to use the camera or where they should start. But this would not be a full, mega guide tutorial on how to be a complete professional with the camera. I'm still learning, but I have a good understanding. So now if I want to go and buy a professional camera, I can understand its uses and how to use it. So let's just dive right into it. So the DSL learning curve. Starting out, my goals were just to understand a device because when you first pull it out of the box or out of the case, it's a little bit intimidating. There's a lot of buttons, a lot of switches, a lot of lenses, and I just wanted to understand how to use it completely and maybe take honestly professional photos or really nice looking photos. So learning the device was day one in my goals and in my plan, and I just wanted to play around with it. There's a nice guide if you Google DSLR for beginners. There's a really nice guide that you can see of what every switch on top of the camera does, what each button does, what certain frame selections mean, what ratios, and you can honestly just play with the device and take small photos just to get understanding of it and understanding capturing of an image. This camera does not just give you the ability to make a photo of, let's say, a shoe to look really professional. It is also how creative you can be to take a photo, and having this camera knowing its high quality ability, and then let's say using a phone, I was looking at certain flowers, certain corners of buildings, it really brings out creativity in using the camera. First pictures. When I first pulled out the camera and just really wanted to give a shot and taking pictures, these are my first pictures. These honestly look like they could have been taken from a phone. So starting out, I was just trying to see where I wanted to progress, and afterwards maybe the photos that I really liked in Photoshop and tweak them even more, because no matter what film of movie, no matter what picture is taken, there can also be filters added on to make it better. So these are the first photos I took within the Vision Tech building. And over time, I'm not going to show you every single photo I took, but I'm going to show you ones that really capture my eye. When I went outside with the normal lens, I like how this is stretched. It's focused, but it's not completely in focus, and everything else is. It's a nice capture of the frame on the side. And that's what's great about these cameras. And that's what I really learned, is that little detail can make big details. And that's what this camera does. It captures little details than, let's say, a phone or like any other camera would not take. And same with the contrast and lighting here from the sun on this. Focus is on the building and the frame, but there's still that nice sunrise, the sun shining of contrast. So advancing, I felt really confident with the camera. Once you get those first like 5 photos out and you know what you're doing, like, I'm not gonna say you're gonna break the camera, but each setting on this camera is set to a certain way of photo you want to take, and that's what I really love too. Is DSLRs, they might be hard to master, but that's just mastering photography, honestly. The setting is on there for the person, for what they want. It's really easy. If you want a close up, there's a portrait setting. If you want a far shot, you can get a long lens, and you can have focused on further images that are smaller. And then these are the best photos I took. This one and this one. I love the focus on this one, and this was honest. This something is what I would see in a calendar. This one over here, honestly. And there's something that I wanted to do to add on to this project, because I just don't want to go around taking photos. I just want to make them even more professional, and that was putting them in Photoshop. Filters, colors, and tweaking the photo. Might not be much of a difference, but doesn't this look brighter, more colorful? The orange pops, this little green pops, even the dirt pops. It looks a lot brighter, and sometimes people overlook that in photos. Oh, they think that's how the camera is. You take a photo, that's how it is. Sometimes it's tweaked. So I just wanted to learn how people take professional photos. Reflection and plan. What were the issues? Understanding the camera. First starting out, you have no idea which each button does, why certain things aren't focusing. You literally have to learn the camera before you use it to an extent. You don't need to know all the insides and outs, but sometimes it won't let you take a certain photo because maybe you're too close. Maybe the frame is set to a wrong priority of the levels of the brightness, and many other issues can play into a factor. But you have to keep in mind that the camera is a machine that you need to know certain things that it can do and certain things it can't do and certain things that it needs. What did I learn? I learned that you should tackle things that you're not sure of, because I was completely unsure of using a DSLR. It intimidated me. But after the first 30 minutes of playing around with it, I really started enjoying it. I enjoyed taking photos. I enjoyed going around town and taking a lot of pictures. I may look really goofy, like going into like flowers and like getting really low on concrete, but to me it was fun because that little detail that these DSLRs pick up is amazing. What could have been improved on? Honestly, learning the camera more, I wish I could have experimented more with the certain portrait shots, but from where the photos I was taking outside didn't have actual people in frame for portraits, I wasn't able to use those, and that was something that would be really cool to experiment on, is actual portrait shots. And my plan went pretty well. I stick with my plan really well. The only problem is when I went to go take the camera home, is that you need to have all the pieces. Batteries need to be charged. Lenses need to be the correct lenses. Just make sure you have a good battery charged, and that you have to worry. You don't have to worry about taking the photos. I didn't worry about it. It was just a matter of having the camera and all ready to go. And this is my best photo after photoshopped. It's the same one here, just increased the levels in color. I am very, really proud of this photo. So hopefully you guys that are watching this and you're unsure of tackling DSLRs can make you feel a little bit more comfortable about it. Because honestly, I really want to buy one now after taking a few photos of like random things. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the Vision Tech channel, and yeah, hope you guys liked it.